Listen, emotional control is everything. You got to have control of your emotions. You got to have control of your feelings, because what you feel is going to dictate what you do. And then what you do is in return going to dictate the reaction that you get. It's going to dictate your results, because your actions determine what you get as a reaction from the universe. The universe being things, conditions, people, environments, right? They're solely based on how you feel. If you feel a certain way about something, right? Me and you can hear something and we can think differently about the situation, right? Depending on what it is. I can feel good about it. You can feel irritated or mad, right? But if you feel mad about a certain situation, then that's going to determine how you feel inside. And how you feel is going to determine what you say, the next step that you take, the next action that you do. It determines everything. Typically, if you feel bad, you're not going to do anything good. You're not going to do anything positive. The actions that you take are likely not going to result in something great, because you don't feel good, right? But if you feel good, what? In turn, you're more than likely do something that is good. You're more than likely take actions that are good. So you have to control your emotions. You can determine how you feel. If something happens to you, right? You can determine if you get irritated by the thing, if you get upset by the thing, or if you can train the brain to look at the positive of it and get happy about the thing. But what's better gonna serve you is getting upset, is getting mad, is getting irritated, is getting sad, is getting negative. Is that gonna serve you better? Is that going to require you to do more? I mean, is that going to allow you to do something positive? Is there something good and positive that's going to come out of a negative mood state? When you have negative moods or negative emotional states like fear, like worry, like doubt, like lack, these negative emotional states, when you feel these emotions, they're going to move you to take certain actions that are not incongruent to what it is that you more than likely want to create in your life. The more than likely what you want to experience in life. Moving in fear is going to inspire you to take fearful actions. And if you take fearful actions, the results that you get from that are probably not going to be what you want to see. Probably not going to be what you want to experience. And if you feel that way, you're just going to get more of what you feel, more of what you are, because you don't get what you want, you get what you are. So if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down, sad, if a situation happens to you and you internalize that situation as bad, or you internalize it as sad or negative, that situation is going to dictate how you move and you act. It's going to dictate the next person that you talk to, right? It's going to dictate how you treat people, right? And based on that, you're going to get a certain result. You're going to get a certain reaction from the universe. It's going to give you a certain result, right? But if you can figure out how to take any situation that happens to you and train your brain to look at the positive of it. Every situation, every condition, everything that happens to you has a positive side of it, a light side of it. That's the law of polarity, light and dark, black and white, good and bad. There's always something that you can look at and look at the good in it, to get the good out of it. And whatever you focus your attention, whatever you focus your energy on, grows. So if you focus your attention on the negative or the bad aspect of a situation, it's going to grow. It's going to get larger. It's going to make you feel even worse, right? But if you can train your mind to look at the good of any situation, look at the growth that is in it, or look at the lesson to be learned in it. If you can focus your mind on the positive, you're going to overwhelmingly create more positive, because you get what you are. You create more of what you are. If you feel lack, that means you are lack, so therefore you receive more lack, right? If you feel positive, then you're going to receive more positive things. If you're happy, if you're joyful, if you're cheerful, more things are going to happen in your life to reinforce those emotions, to give you more things to be cheerful for, right? But if you feel the opposite, some way, somehow, more things are going to come into your life that's going to reinforce the negativity, the sadness, the fear, the lack, right? Those negative emotional states are lies. They are not true. It is not your true nature. That is not the true nature of God. We don't have to experience these negative emotions. You are the God of your reality. You can decide of what you want to experience. You can decide of what you want to feel. Your emotions. As Reverend Ike says, the great Reverend Ike, you have to tell your feelings how to feel. And don't let your feelings run you rampant. You can't just, it's almost like laying down and letting your mind run you. You have to grasp control of that. If you want to have control of where the direction that your life goes, you're going to have to get control of your emotional states. You're going to have to get control of your feelings. Your feelings are everything. Your thoughts, and what you think in your mind dictates how you feel. You can think something in your mind and you can make yourself feel something, and that in turn can make you do something or actually, freeze you in action, right? Just thinking something in your mind can cause you to not do nothing. In turn, thinking something in your mind could cause you to get up and go conquer something. It just depends, right? It depends on the emotional state that you want to focus on. What do you want to focus your attention on? You want to focus your attention on positive feelings, positive emotional states, happiness, joy, cheerfulness, excitement? Or do you want to focus your attention on negative emotional states? Fear, lack, despair, sadness. What's that other one where you just blame yourself for everything? It's up to you. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to dictate the results in your life. Thoughts equals feelings, feelings equal actions, actions equal results. If you want to change your results, you're going to have to start with your thoughts. But the main thing is the feelings. As Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. It is the secret to all creation. It's your boy Rob, man. Hey, look, if you need help with this type of stuff here, I offer mentorships. I do coaching. I help people in their personal life and in their business implement these ideas and these ideologies in their life so they can create whatever they desire in life. So they can have full control over their mind, because it's the programming in your mind that's controlling you. So, hey, man, it's your boy Rob, man. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one.